We have received very disturbing reports of a number of cases of women allegedly raped by members of security forces, said Dewa Mavhinga, Southern Africa Director for Human Rights Watch. He added, beatings, harassment and other abuses have continued after Mnangagwa's return, and there are no clear actions from the government to hold accountable those committing the abuses. An injured man is helped at a private hospital after an alleged assault by a group of uniformed soldiers. Credit. A police spokeswoman Charity Charamba said she had not received any reports of rape. Justice Minister Zimbabwe said a critical report earlier this week by the Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission, a constitutional body, was not based on thorough investigation, and did not cover the two most anarchical days of last week's unrest. Those with complaints should report them to the police or to military police, he said. A government troop said he was ordered to punish opposition activists in such night raids. The task, said a long-serving NCO, was straightforward: go into the poor suburbs of Zimbabwe's capital, find opposition activists, and punish them. Our lieutenant told us to find them. We got our information of where the Movement for Democratic Change activists live from members of ZANU-PF, the soldier told London's The Daily Telegraph. According to his own account, the soldier would take part in systematically breaking legs and would personally commit at least one rape. In a door-to-door operation on January 15, Zimbabwe's government has denied authorizing soldiers to commit abuses in its efforts to restore order. Loading, the soldier who spoke to the Daily Telegraph said he had no regrets and freely admitted to committing a rape. It was night. We were looking for someone in the MDC. We had an address. This lady was sleeping with a light on. I asked, is her husband there, and she said she doesn't have one. I was done in a minute, he said. The man said his unit, who wore civilian overalls and no insignia during the operation, broke many bones of MDC supporters by pinning them to the open back panel of an army truck and then forcing it closed on their legs. We are going to deal with people calling for demonstrations. They will hide under doors, under beds, he said. Loading, the school children who joined the demonstrations, most of them are MDC, and most of them are taught by their parents to do this. And so we have to beat them. We stopped them. Don't believe we didn't stop them. We did. We will do this again. A soldier in a different regiment said he had been sent on a similar punitive expedition in 4 townships last week. Meanwhile, vendors in the city center were being routinely rounded up by the military, beaten and dumped at police stations, human rights lawyer Doug Coulthart said. Dozens of civil society leaders, opposition figures and activists have gone into hiding, fearing for their lives, Amnesty International said in a statement. It noted reported rapes, lethal force against protesters and the targeting of health workers who treat victims. Children as young as 11 years old have been detained on frivolous charges, said Deepros Muchana, Amnesty's Southern Africa director. The authorities must immediately stop this merciless crackdown, Zimbabwe lawyers for human rights said. Arrests of suspected protesters continued, with many denied bail. Pastor Evan Mawarrior, who helped mobilize people to protest against the hike in fuel prices, is arrested at his residence in Harare. Credit. Happened Friday. The High Court in Harare said it would rule on Tuesday on an application by well-known activist and Pastor Evan Mawarrior to be released on bail. He has been held for a week as charged with subversion, which carries a 20-year prison sentence. He is accused of inciting the unrest online. His lawyer rejects the allegations. AP, The Daily Telegraph, London.